Instagram live talk show wherein we invite people from different aspects of life who are making a difference in the life of many people around. And let me know which city are you joining us today. It's been a while since Heart to Heart with Preeti came, and today is the episode 14 of Heart to Heart with Preeti. And if you are a woman who is wanting to kickstart her entrepreneurial venture from the comfort of her homes, using her passions, using her skills, and using her knowledge, then stay till the end because I have a surprise for you. Drop in which city are you joining us today and how have you been following so far Heart to Heart with Preeti. I am looking forward to your answers to see which city are you joining us live from. And let me see if our guest for today evening is right there up. Introducing our guest, we have Miss Nandita Richie. She is an award-winning artist. She is a Reiki Grandmaster, a life coach, and she is an expert when it comes to mindfulness. Do you want to explore what all techniques does she use and suggest and recommends a community? She is also the founder of Life Canvas Academy, wherein she has transformed life of multiple people around. Join in this episode today of Heart to Heart with Preeti to know more about mindfulness and what are the benefits that you can implement regarding mindfulness to bring that quick change in your life. Stay tuned till the end because we have an exciting gift for each of you who stays till the end with us. So let me invite our guest speaker for today evening, Miss Nandita Richie, and let me ask her to jump on board quickly. Let me see if she's right there. Nandita, if you can see me and hear me, please type in a yes. I have sent you the joining in request. Just see if you got the request. An invite has been sent. I can see you are there, but I can't see your face, neither can I hear you. Okay, you can see me as you've just typed in. Good evening, Joginder. Good evening, Superwoman Coach Shweta. Good evening. Welcome to Heart with Preeti. Welcome, viewers. Type in which city are you joining in from. Let me see if our host guest can come in super soon. Nandita, I've accepted your request. Let us just retry once more. Okay. You have joined in, Nandita. I can't see and hear you. Please turn on your audios. Viewers, can you see both of us? If yours, yes, please type in a yes if you can see both of us.
Hi. Good
Hi,
evening. Can you?
Nandita. I can hear you. Good evening, Insta with Anusha. How are you, Anusha? Good evening. Nandita, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. And thank you so much for an amazing introduction. I'm so happy and so glad to be invited at your channel, Heart to Heart with Preeti. Thank you so
So
much. I'm super excited to share my, whatever I've learned and I'm teaching so about mindfulness.
it is indeed my pleasure, Nandita, to have you on Heart to Heart with Preeti. I'm sure your learnings, your teachings, and your experiences will definitely help our audience, our viewers today evening. So much thankful for coming in, sparing time for this episode. So let us begin with viewers. Are you super excited to learn about mindfulness and how you can use Reiki to heal your inner child? Drop in your questions if you have any. Nandita, I have introduced you largely to our audience and a warm official welcome to Heart with Preeti. So let's begin our today's episode. My very first question to you, Nandita, is what made you start this journey of being a mindfulness coach?
Yeah. Preeti, I would like to share that I am basically an artist by profession. I have educated from Delhi College of Art, and art has really kept me very mindful and grounded. All my years, I've been painting and using that art, which used to give me peace. And because of a lot of challenges in my life, I was put towards spirituality. It is when I started learning Reiki and delved more deeply in mindfulness. And now I teach mindfulness through art, inner child healing through art, and which is, the people who come into my session really enjoy that, because art is something which helps you connect with your, inner child. Everyone is an artist by birth, but somehow when we grow, we become conscious, we become judgmental, and art really helps you to be more mindful, to be grounded, and not being judgmental to yourself. So this is how my journey started towards healing as well as being mindful.
Absolutely. So it was art and few challenges of life that opened this door of mindfulness for you. Is that right, Nandita?
Absolutely, absolutely. Life's challenges will keep coming. It is how we recognize them and then accept them and come
Absolutely.
above that is what is mindfulness is all about. So we are all there and we have to work towards our upliftment, growth. Growth mindset is what is mindfulness, basically.
Correct, correct. Glad to hear that part of your journey, Nandita, and thanks for sharing with us. So, viewers, did you know that we keep aside our art when we grow up, and when we face certain challenges, it is the art, it is that inner child of ours which we keep aside, and we get so occupied in our day-to-day life that we forget that inner child that we once were. So, let us keep that inner child alive, even if we are 70, 80, 90, whatever age we are. So, Nandita, coming back to the question, when you say inner child healing, can you explain us what does inner child healing precisely mean?
Yes, absolutely. It is a very major part of any healing process, because you have to understand that 80% of our life we live by our subconscious mind, and it is only our 20% mind which is our conscious mind. And that 80% of subconscious mind is our inner child, which means as we are growing up, that inner child inside of us somewhere got hurt during the childhood, is still a child and is holding on to those memories. And that memory, your experiences are stored in your subconscious mind, which in turn results in your present adult life patterns, your behaviors, how you react to certain situations, the triggers which people have. You don't realize that it is not your present behavior, it is coming from your past traumas. Maybe some incident which happened in your childhood, somebody said something to you, body shamed you, physically abused you, any such thing which happened in your life, any one incident, and that child got hurt at that age. And that inner child is still a child holding on to that feeling. So when you grow up, you have anger issues, your anxiety issues, sometimes abandonment issues, and it results into your present behavior with your relationships also. It affects your relationship. It will affect your career. Money blocks people carry from their inner child. So how to release those negative energies which you're holding on, so your experiences, because if you don't let go of those energies and experiences, you will keep attracting similar patterns in your life, similar toxic relationship probably, and you are always struggling with your mental health. So to have a proper, power, you have to have a strong mindset. So for that, you really have to everyone has to go through that inner child healing, because I also, when I started this journey, I didn't know that I have that hurt inner child. I thought, why would I need, healing inner child? Because I had a wonderful childhood. But when I
Absolutely.
go deep down to understand my patterns, is when I realized, yes, there is something inside of me which is attracting the similar patterns in my life, in relationship and work, failures. And when I healed that, is when I, could grow professionally in every possible way of my life.
So, Nandita, is it apt if we say that we as an individual, we grow but that inner child still remains, tied up with that trauma, as you just mentioned, some kind of an incident. But we as an adult are numerically growing, but that inner child is still stuck with that kind of a childhood experience. Am I getting that straight? I mean, is that the right way
Absolutely.
to put it?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I have had so many breakthroughs in my community. There was one lady who came who was body shamed tremendously in her childhood by her
Okay.
parents, her siblings, and as she grew up, she was performing very well in her life, but somewhere down that hurt of body shaming,
That
that you're not
continued.
so, good looking, you are fat, your color of the skin is not so good. So she didn't realize that her low self-esteem is coming from those hurt and the trauma. And though she's an adult woman, when we went through
Okay.
that inner child experience and she connected with that, the child inside of her, and she realized, oh, so this is, it was a profound healing for her in one session itself. So just
So
imagine if you go through the whole session, you will understand your patterns and your behavior.
absolutely. So, Nandita, in that case, what I perceive from this conversation is not intentionally, but maybe unconsciously, unaware, many of us during our childhood, let's say in a school, a teacher would have compared us with some student, maybe our classmates would have done some kind of bad experience. So this can be, I mean, universally applicable to many of us. And we would not be aware that such kind of an inner child bad experience as during our childhood we would have had. So majorly this seems to be a problem at large. Now, how do you suggest our viewers a one very small tip that they can, put to practice and that might help them to heal their inner child? From your experience, what is that one thing which they can put to practice so that their inner child gets healed up quickly?
Uh, See, actually, the inner child healing needs a little bit of mentoring. You need to be guided to reach to that inner child. So it is
Okay.
not easy to do it on your own. You will need a mentor, you need a guide to take you in the trance of that inner child. But yes, one tip which I would tell you is to connect with your inner child. Just keep your hand on your heart every night when you're sleeping and talk to that inner child. Give that inner child that love. You have to reparent that child, because that child maybe was accused, not loved, needs were not fulfilled. In any form, you are had that trauma. Maybe you were a girl child and you were not treated equally with your, male counterparts, your cousins and brothers. So you are
Mm-hmm.
holding that feeling, not being loved, maybe abandoned. So you need to reparent that inner child, which means you have to self-love is the key to that healing of inner child. You have to love yourself, accept yourself as you are. The whole world is criticizing you, putting you down. And if you yourself also, that inner critic inside of us who will judge I mean, you are judging yourself by saying you are not good, Nandita, you can't do it. Sometimes we are in our inner critique is always alive and talking to us and putting us down. So here is where you have to put a stop to that. Why the
Maybe.
world, you can't stop. People who are treating you, mistreating you, or shaming you, you cannot take charge of that, but you can take charge of yourself and reparent that child. Give that inner child the love. Hold yourself sometimes. Say that I love you. You are unique. You are enough. Keep saying that again and again, and every night and every morning. First thing in the morning, look at in the mirror and appreciate yourself. Give a smile to yourself and say, I love you. You are beautiful. You can do anything you want. So then that is when the inner child starts healing. And
Maybe that's the reason why it is said that we ourselves can be our best friend or our worst enemy. As you
absolutely.
rightly said, that we keep criticizing our own inner self. So maybe that's one reason that we can be our best friends as well. I mean, if we stop criticizing our own self. And you rightly said that, one way to do is putting a hand on our hearts and
Connect.
parenting that inner child. The other technique which I read somewhere is that, during the day you just keep hugging yourself. I mean,
Yes.
during the day, any random point of time that, I love you, you can say yourself. you are doing your best. I mean, is that also, I read it somewhere, it randomly just came to my thought right now. Is that
Absolutely.
also one of the forms of doing that?
No, majorly it is that only, that you hug yourself, hold yourself, and
Correct.
give that love which you missed while you were growing up. Your needs were not met. Whatever you
Right.
are holding, the more you love yourself, you start releasing those negative energies which are holding you back. So no matter, people are saying we're doing manifestation techniques, right, journaling, and everything for law of attraction to manifest everything. But why people don't manifest is because this is the negative energy which is holding on in their mind.
Holding us
You are saying certain things, affirmations, but you're not believing it. How would you believe it? You might go for life transformation, you might go for any kind of courses for law of attraction, but the root cause is your inner
yes,
child. If you don't
right.
feed that inner child, it is very difficult to manifest, very difficult to progress, be successful, because you will keep repeating those similar patterns, similar people in your life, your reactions towards the situations, right? So when you
Got
are
it.
healing yourself, you are loving or reparenting yourself, and definitely I would advise everyone to go for that inner child healing, by a mentor, through a inner child healer, because it is really guided. You might not know how to do it on your own, so it is
Got
good to
it.
connect with a mentor who can guide you, take you, and go to the deep rooted causes where it started. The healing is when you understand what is the cause, where it started, and then you release those. So it's a very scientific way of doing it. But of course, you
Absolutely.
can absolutely start it by giving love to yourself and reparent that inner child, for sure.
So, viewers, if you have any questions with regards to inner child healing specifically, please pour in your questions. How, if any questions you have that holds you back as your inner self when you look few years back, and something of an experience which you want to, just heal yourself on, you can put on. We'll have Nandita answer that question. Nandita, moving on to the next segment, which is mindfulness. The first question on mindfulness is, I know mindfulness is very in kind of a topic these days. So help us understand, how do you define mindfulness at large?
Mindfulness majorly means to be present in the moment, which means that you are not living in the past and the past traumas, and you're not also worried about the future. When you are
Hmm.
reliving the past traumas, that is where the inner child healing comes also, because some hurt is there, somebody said something, and you keep reliving that memory. Is when you are always in the past, or you are totally worried about what is going to happen to me in the future, whether I'll, survive, whether I will be successful. We are always worried about the future. When
So
you are living the
is it
present
not a
moment.
human tendency, Nandita? I mean, चलो past तो leave aside, but ऐसा generally देखा जाता है that I mean, most of us have concerns related to future. जब स्कूल में होते हैं तो बोर्ड एग्जाम्स का कंसर्न होता है, चाहे एट्थ क्लास में ही हो, बट वो टेंथ ट्वेल्थ का कंसर्न कीप्स कमिंग बैक. फिर वंस यू आर डन विथ योर ग्रेजुएशन, यू कीप थिंकिंग अबाउट योर जॉब, ऑफ योर वर्क लाइफ, then marriage, so on, so forth. So as a human, is it not a tendency ki worrying about the future has kind of become such a normal thing for anybody?
Yes.
How can that be addressed?
Yeah, so it is absolutely human nature to worry about the future. We are all human. But when so the right way to handle this is to, maybe you can write your goals for next week or 3 months, and, a year, how you see yourself a year later. But work 1% every single day, 1% improvement, 1% work towards that goal. That will definitely take you towards your, to your manifestation or your ultimate goal. But when you see when you are at the lowest ladder of lowest step of the ladder, the height looks very big. It becomes like whether I'll be able to reach there or not. But when you start taking one step at a time, you will definitely reach there. So what I teach in my community also, 1% improvement and one step every single day to your goal, your manifestation, will is better than not doing anything. You have written your, you
Absolutely.
want to manifest, but you're not even starting. So how would you reach that? So don't get overwhelmed by the end result. Enjoy the journey. one step at a time is what is
And
the key towards.
how I put it across to my community is पहला कदम तो लो.
Yes,
अगर पहला कदम नहीं लोगे, नीचे खड़े खड़े पीक की टेंशन करोगे तो पीक तक पहुंचोगे ही नहीं. So if you want to reach towards that peak, first step लो, फिर 10 steps तक पहुंचोगे, फिर 20 steps, and gradually ऊपर से देखोगे कि पीक पे आ चुके हो.
yes,
That's how I even tell my community. अच्छा
yeah.
नंदिता, this reminds me of an interesting quote, you know. जो आप ये माइंडफुलनेस वाला चीज बता रहे हैं कि इट इज बेसिकली रिलेटेड टू यू नो फोकसिंग ऑन अ प्रेजेंट. सो आपको सुनते सुनते मुझे एक चीज याद आई कि पास्ट इज ऑलरेडी अ पास्ट. आई मीन
Yes.
इट्स ओवर. फ्यूचर इज अननोन अनसीन. सो द बेस्ट present that we can give to our own self is a present. I mean,
Yes.
present is today's time and present as a gift. तो past खत्म हो चुका है, कुछ उसका चेंज नहीं हो सकता, फ्यूचर अभी आया नहीं है, तो हाथ में जो है वो सिर्फ एक प्रेजेंट है, जो खुद को प्रेजेंट दे दो, गिफ्ट ऑफ बीइंग प्रेजेंट इन द प्रेजेंट. दैट्स सो
Amazing.
ब्यूटीफुल.
Yeah,
या
so actually यही होता है, everyone is always reliving the past memories and always worrying about the future, but they don't know that today every moment is going to be past. Why aren't you living in the present moment? Enjoy every single moment, relive, spend time with your family, your loved ones, keep working towards your goal. Improving yourself every single day is what will make you a better person, more successful in your life, successful in your relationship, in your health, everything. Success doesn't mean earning money. Successful means relationship also, health also, being a good human being also. So every single step you take will take you towards your goals and manifestation.
absolutely, very well said. So now when it comes to mindfulness, what are few tools that can be implemented on a regular basis? I know gratitude is one of the forms, Reiki you mentioned is another. So please explain us largely how can mindfulness be put into practice on a daily basis
Yeah,
so that all the viewers who are joining us, they take something valuable that they can put to practice and it improves their life, at
so
least a bit of it.
yes, so no, yes, definitely. Gratitude is one of the things, but it is major thing also. I would reiterate on it again because when you shift when you're writing your gratitude, you shift your focus from the lack in your life. You are enjoying small thing. You are being present in the moment. That is what is mindfulness. I'm having a cup of tea. I'm grateful for that. I'm having a chat with you with Preeti. I'm grateful for that. So I'm not worried at this moment. I'm not worried about I have to do this is not happening, this is not right in my life. So my energies have become positive and I'm happy. So when you are shifting your energies from the lack towards abundance, is you feel happy and you see that change in yourself and you magically start seeing results in your life. Whether it is your health, it is your anywhere, any form of in your present life you start seeing. So gratitude is must. Definitely. Second thing is that you connect with the nature. When you connect with the nature, also you see your life, in the big universe. You are just a small, dot in the universe. Very short span you are going to spend on this universe. So you have to understand that the divine energies are there and be grateful for that and connect with the nature, and that will also helps you to be present in the moment and also heal you also. Spend time with the family. Every moment you spend with your children. Today they are here, tomorrow they are going to go and have their own lives. You will miss them when they are not there. So why not spend time with them today and enjoy their life, their growth, and understand and talk to them. So this is very important as a woman, I would say, like whoever is here, or if you have.
Absolutely. So to
Connect.
sum it up, it is more of, being thankful for what all you are blessed in the current form, and to add on, maybe acknowledging and putting more value to what you're already blessed with, instead of craving कि ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है, और ऐसा होता तो अच्छा होता. It's to sum it up, it's more of being thankful with whatever you have, right?
I would add here one more thing which I feel that we as a woman, we lack is we stop following our passions. We are so engrossed in taking care of everyone and putting ourselves at the least priority. So my mantra is, if not now, when? So this is how I take every step. If I want to learn music, I would say, if not now, when? So I will immediately take step towards hiring a mentor or a teacher for learning a synthesizer. That's what I did 5 years back. And so you follow your passion, whether it is art, creativity, music, dance, and live your life to the fullest. Just put on music and dance as if nobody is seeing you. And when you are happy, you are content, is when the universe will say tathastu, will give you more happiness, more whatever your desires are will be fulfilled. But when you are living always unhappy in the feeling of lack, universe will again say tathastu, so be it. And you will keep attracting similar
So
situations of life. So live your passion, put yourself on
you know,
priority.
very similar to what you just said about a women following her passions, that is essentially the core of my community as well, which is Joyous Women Hub. At my community also, this is the same thing I tell to my women, that see, women जो होती है ना, वो घर का एक एपी सेंटर होती है, उसके इर्द गिर्द, उसके अराउंड ही चाहे आप किसी भी फॉर्म में देख लो। और इसका सबसे सिंपल एग्जाम्पल ये है कि अगर वो वुमेन किसी दिन उसको बुखार भी आ जाता है ना, पूरा घर गोज फॉर अ टॉस। मतलब बच्चों की पढ़ाई से लेके, खाने से लेके, वट एवर, आई मीन कितनी मेड्स हो, मेड्स को भी इंस्ट्रक्शन देने के लिए वो वुमेन का ठीक होना बहुत जरूरी है। सो कमिंग बैक टू द सेम पॉइंट, इफ यू आर द एपी सेंटर, और अगर आप खुद ही खुश नहीं हो, आप खुद दैट घिरी पीढ़ी बेचारी विमेन बन के रह रहे हो, थिंकिंग कि नहीं, माई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज ओनली माई फैमिली, एंड इन डूइंग दैट यू फॉरगेटिंग योर ओन सेल्फ। तो जब आप खुद ही खुश नहीं हो, वो आजू बाजू वाले तो डेफिनेटली खुश नहीं होने वाले हैं। So through this, thank you for that, Abundance with Guru. Thank you for that. This is the basic that even I tell every woman I come across, that, if you want tomorrow your homes to be a happier home, if you want your kids to grow happily, उनका बचपन, एक खुशनुमा माहौल जिसको हम बोलते हैं, तो उसके लिए पहले आपको खुद खुश होना पड़ेगा। और आप कभी खुद नहीं हो खुश, आप खुद कभी खुश नहीं हो सकते अगर आपने अपने सपनों को साइड में रख दिया है जस्ट बिकॉज आप एक मॉम बन गई हैं। So this, I can so very well gel with what you just shared, a thought that the women has to be happy at the core. It is only then that वो पूरा घर खुशनुमा माहौल जिसको हम बोलते हैं ना, हंसियों की खिलखिलाहट गूंजेगी, that's the exact time that when will happen. So it is to each woman who's watching Nandita and me live today, both of us urge you, खुद का passion जगाओ, start getting happiness in your own life, start creating that happiness by healing your inner child, by being mindful, and by following your passions that ultimately gives you happiness. तब आप भी खुश होंगे and the entire family, because in the end, as I say, धरती पे प्रकट हुए हैं तो खुश तो हो जाओ, as simple as that.
Absolutely. And but here I want to again reiterate to the fact of inner child healing, and this is also called generational trauma. Because if the woman or the mother is not happy, she's stressed, she's anxious, she is going to transfer the same thing in her children also. And the child will grow up again with a mental health, anxieties. So you have to heal yourself, become the chain breaker of this generational traumas. We have received from our grandmother, gave it to our mother, then my mother gives to us, and then we are giving it to our daughters. It goes, it's like it becomes genetic. These mental health issues become genetic when keeps going on from one generation to another. So now that you are aware of it, then you have to break the chain. Be the chain breaker and heal yourself, I would urge there to everyone.
So Nandita, I just recollected one more question before we, get off the call. You mentioned regarding Reiki as well. So, I mean, how would you say that Reiki helps practically. Let's say I am a newbie to Reiki and I know nothing about Reiki. So help me understand what is it and how can it benefit me? As in, what should I put to practice that it benefits me?
So Reiki is something, it's like you have to be attuned by a Reiki Grandmaster to practice Reiki. First of all, the attunement is very much important. And
Yeah.
Reiki is a Japanese word which means Rei and Ki, which is, universal energy. Like in Hindi, we say prana. So every one of us have that prana energy. And that
Hmm.
the centers, which are called chakras, is where the energy flows in our body. So you
Hmm.
can it's not really tangible, but it is the chakras are there. So if even one chakra is blocked, the energy flow stops. And if every chakra is related to some health issue, because at the center, heart chakra, if it is blocked, then you get all the heart related issues or the lung issues. So if you have the solar plexus, which is at the navel, so if your solar plexus
Hmm.
is blocked, you will have health issues related to your digestion.
Okay. Yeah.
And solar
Uh,
plexus chakra is also related to your self-esteem, your confidence, the fire in the belly.
hmm.
If we say she has got the fire in the belly, that is the solar
Absolutely.
plexus which is talking. So if you
Correct.
don't have the
Uh-huh.
fire in the belly, you don't know what your ultimate goal is, what is your life's purpose, and you have low self-esteem. That means your solar plexus is low. So Reiki is something either your healer can help you heal, or you can learn. Like I also do give certification for Reiki, so you can learn Reiki, get attuned by the grandmaster. I'm a Reiki grandmaster. So
Yeah.
when the
Yes.
master attune you, this is when the Reiki starts flowing through your palm, because the grandmaster will open the channels for energy to flow through you through your palm, and also the crown
Hmm.
chakra and the throat chakra, third eye chakra. So you need to be attuned. You have to get the certification to practice yourself. Or
Got
you
it.
can
Got
get
it.
healed by if you are having these kind of blocked health issues or physical issues or your life issues, like relationship issues. If you have any relationship issue, that is the sacral chakra. Because all the genital organs, sacral chakra is below the lower abdomen. There are sexual organs are there. So if you are having low, sexual energy, compassion. So this is where and blockages in your attracting the right partner. So if you are struggling there, that means your solar plexus need to be energized. It's blocked. So Reiki is a very vast topic, Preeti. I think we will take it some other time. But
I
yes,
got that. I got that. Yes, yes.
the
So
prana energy.
viewers, if you have any questions around healing your inner child, around mindfulness or Reiki, please drop in. We would have Nandita. We would be more than happy to answer your queries. Drop in your queries. Feel free to put in your questions around inner child healing, around mindfulness. Let us know how can we serve you on these topics. So Nandita, till the time we have questions from our viewers, any success stories that you would like to share with us from your community? How, I mean, what all milestones did they achieve by implementing this?
So basically, the basic first step towards everybody's healing and is mindfulness. Basically, what we do is, and we do a lot of gratitude practice, challenge we do, and when we are, people in my community, when they are doing that, they see tremendous change, and they say they start manifesting magically. They start manifesting whatever their desires are, whether it is relationship, whether it is their financial abundance, and there are so many. I'm not really remembering all of them, but yes, if I can say that there was one girl who had joined for especially for her Reiki. Like she joined to have Reiki to unblock her chakras because she was stuck in her career. She was saying that
Okay.
I'm doing everything, but nothing is working out for me. But so when she came, we realized that again the inner child traumas which we were having, and we realized that she
Okay.
was not only having because she was stuck in her career, it was because of her toxic relationship also, and it was related to her inner child trauma because her father was also very abusive. So when we healed her inner child, is when she She healed her relationship also, where she was, and also she started attracting a lot of clients for her work, and she started manifesting, 1 lakh rupees per month, like income freelancing. Like that, there are so many. There was one girl who had come for her divorce issue, like she was again going through that, and struggling for 3 years, going to the court again and again, and she was either getting dates or not. Within 15 days, she got, favor in her favor, judgment in her favor, and she got freed from that toxic relationship. So there are so many, issues that get resolved when you heal yourself, shift your mindset, and you start attracting whatever we set intention in our community, and then work towards. So when you're mindful, you're clear, is when you start taking actions and you start manifesting. So there are many examples or many stories in this mindfulness.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Nandita, I think we should call it off a day for today. And it was absolutely, absolutely an amazing session that we had. And I'm sure our viewers would have also got lots of insights when it comes to mindfulness and inner child healing. And Nandita, if you could share any add-ons from which they can, join in your community, or any detail that you would like to share with our viewers.
So you can DM me right now, because I'm going to have tomorrow. I've got a 3-hour master class on mindfulness only. How to heal your inner child, and how to heal your anxiety, and be present in the moment, enjoy the moment and manifest anything. When you're mindful, when you're, you are centered, when you know that your anxieties are not there, you can live your life to the fullest. So we are going to do a mindfulness class tomorrow in the morning, 9 a.m. Sunday morning. So you can send me a request, and I will add you to the group, and you can join and see how it works. Yeah.
So viewers, feel free, DM Nandita if you want to learn more about mindfulness and inner child healing. She'll share the webinar, the masterclass links with you. Drop in a direct message to her regarding this. We'll be more than happy to answer your queries. And Nandita, from Heart to Heart with Preeti, a big gratitude, a big thank you for coming into our session today and enriching our audience with that. And viewers, if you are a woman who wants to kickstart her business from the comfort of your home, then I have another surprise for you, as I told you at the starting of the live today. See, as women, I understand most of us undergo our family responsibilities, and जब हम वो family responsibilities में आ जाते हैं, हम kind of अपना passion पीछे भूल जाते हैं. हम भूल जाते हैं कि बचपन में हम एक वो girl हुआ करते थे जिसके कुछ ख्वाब थे, जो वो कुछ करना चाहती थी, but mom responsibility, household responsibilities, etc. etc. उसमें आने के बाद हमको लगता है कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ अब एक मॉम का रोल है जो कि हमको प्ले करना है, बट ऐसा नहीं है. Times have changed, the environment have changed, and so has the work life structure changed. यदि आप एक वो women है जो कि अपने घर से अपने टाइम की सहूलियत के हिसाब से वो पैशन, वो स्किल, वो नॉलेज यूज करते हुए एक बिजनेस क्रिएट करना चाहती हैं, जिसमें कि आप अपने परिवार के साथ समय व्यतीत कर सकती हैं, आप तब काम कर सकती हैं जब आप करना चाहती हैं. बिकॉज आई नो हम बहुत सी मॉम्स वो होती हैं जो सिर्फ अपना जॉब इसलिए छोड़ देती हैं कि एक स्ट्रिक्ट टाइमलाइन है पंच इन करने की और पंच आउट करने की. उस 9 से 6 की घड़ी में ना, क्योंकि हम बच्चों का कुछ नहीं कर पाते, ना उनका ट्यूशन, ना उनका पढ़ाई, ना उनका एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस, हम हमारे जॉब को एक गुड बाय बोल देते हैं. बट डिजिटल एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप एक वो माध्यम है जिसके थ्रू आप घर से उन स्किल्स के साथ, जैसे कि आप मान लीजिए आपको मंडला आर्ट में शौक है, आपको योगा में इंटरेस्ट है, आपको आर्ट एंड क्राफ्ट में इंटरेस्ट है, आप इन चीजों को यूज करते हुए, इन स्किल्स को यूज करते हुए अपना बिजनेस क्रिएट कर सकती हैं. If you want to know more on that, then I have my master class tomorrow 5 p.m. 90 minutes का टाइम मुझे आपसे चाहिएगा ये बताने के लिए कि आप आने वाले समय में कैसे 50,000, 1 लाख नहीं, 2 लाख नहीं, 3 लाख, 4 लाख तक अर्न कर सकती हैं from the comfort of your home while you spend time with your children. If you are looking forward to that, send me a hi or a DM on this live. You can send me or you can DM me later. I'll share the webinar details with you. Cheers to motherhood. Cheers to joyous living. And stay tuned to Heart with Preeti. See you next
using that art which you